My name is Mams and I make weird music. And I have finished a song that I started 15 years ago. The song is called Poverty. I started writing songs pretty early on in my musical journey. Just about a year or so since I had started playing the guitar, I had already started writing very cheesy songs in Nepali. That era of my songwriting aren't songs that I'm particularly proud of, nor do I remember most of them. However, a few years in, my skills as both a songwriter as well as a guitarist had developed a bit. I had started taking formal lessons in guitar, which made me discover several things like fingerpicking, seventh chords, as well as many other very interesting things on the guitar. At the same time, my musical tastes were also changing. I was heavily into the acoustic folk songs of Bob Dylan and Led Zeppelin. I don't exactly remember when I wrote this particular song, but back then I used to write a lot of lyrics and the tunes usually came a bit later. This particular song, I clearly remember being inspired from our lessons in sociology classes. Being a fan of Dylan, such social issues spoke to me very deeply and I usually expressed them by writing songs. In the true spirit of Dylan's early folk song era, I wanted to keep it completely acoustic. And to be honest, back then I really didn't have much choice. I didn't have too many instruments, nor did I have the ability to record them in a multi-tracked overdubbed fashion. As the years passed on, my style also kept changing in addition to the simple acoustic folk style. And soon I had with me more guitars, including electrics, as well as a basic home studio setup to be able to implement the ideas in my head. However, the songs I had from my previous era when I couldn't record were always very close to my heart. Poverty wasn't the only one, but it was what I thought, and still to this day, I think is one of my best songs ever. And it's not like I never tried to record it. In fact, I have tried it several times with different approaches. Some simple phone recordings alone, some recordings jamming with other friends, some live performances, and there's also a version that I recorded at Matrix Sound Lab Studio, a professional studio in Darjeeling. However, I never truly had a recording with which I was 100% satisfied. In fact, I'm still not too sure about this particular recording in this video. To be honest, I don't even know what is it that I'm looking for or how I can make it better. I have a feeling that it's much more psychological rather than technical. It's probably a fear that I have of calling it a final version. However, as I keep getting older, these songs that I have, I feel also deserve a respectful closure or at least a proper release. It is already half as old as I am, and if I keep holding them back, there will come a time when I won't be able to do it. Hence, I am committing myself to this particular recording as a YouTube and Bandcamp release. On Bandcamp, I will also put the other outtakes, the older recordings, and anything else that I can find from my archives that I mentioned before. And I hope to keep recording more of these acoustic songs and hopefully by next year have an album's worth of material to give it a major release. But until then, here is the latest rendition of one of my oldest songs, Poverty.
He was born in a corner of a never-seen street. He was born to a mother of naked feet. She had no child, although
Welcome back! Did you like the song? Did you like the song? Did you like the song? Because if you did, then you should subscribe! I think as I'm writing and filming the script, I'm having a bigger sense of satisfaction that I'm finally putting out the song that I started almost a decade and a half ago. And I did it as much as possible with the original idea of it being a simple acoustic song with no added instruments, no other overdubs, and done in a single take. Just like how the most of the freewheeling Bob Dylan was done. I intentionally did not talk too much about the lyrics as I believe the song should be able to stand on its own. There are also lots of interesting musical things about the song, so let me know in the comments below if a breakdown or tutorial video for the song might be interesting to any of you. Also let me know if there is some song, some project or some artwork that you started a long time ago that you would like to finish, and what are the challenges that are holding you back. I hope that maybe this video will inspire you to complete it. As I mentioned before, this song along with lots of bonus tracks will be on Bandcamp. Bandcamp is where all of my music lives, and there is also a Sitar Sample Pack that might be of interest to you. I would also like to thank a lot of my close friends, names on the screen, who have been helping me in my last few videos right from the brainstorming stage to the video release. They are also amazing musicians, and I want you to do two things. Firstly, there will be a link in the description where I have shared some of my favorite songs of these friends. And the second thing that I want you to do is to stay untuned. Okay, bye.